What if the most powerful source of omega-3s was never the ocean? For nearly 1,000 years, Zen Buddhist monks in Japan built diets around plants through Shojin Ryori. Today, we're covering 20 temple foods that outrank salmon in omega-3s. One was a daily staple for Okinawan centenarians long before scientists knew why. Let's get into it. Number 1. Chia seeds. The tiny seed Buddhist monks in Kyoto ground into temple porridge centuries before anyone measured a single nutrient inside it. In 13th century Japan, Shojin Ryori cooks used seeds like this to stretch scarce grain supplies during long winter fasts, prized for keeping monks steady through hours of seated meditation without heaviness in the stomach. Researchers at the University of Arizona found that 2 tablespoons of chia contain roughly 5 grams of ALA omega-3, nearly double what you'd get from a typical salmon fillet of the same weight. That single finding confirmed what temple cooks already trusted through repetition. Regular intake is linked to lower inflammation markers, steadier blood sugar, better digestion from the seed's soluble fiber, and improved satiety across a long day. To use it, soak 2 tablespoons in water or plant milk overnight and eat it plain in the morning before your first meal. Monks never sought energy from this seed. They sought stillness. The energy, it turns out, was only ever a side effect. Number 2. Flaxseed. The ground seed that quietly outperforms almost everything else on this list. In rural Buddhist communities across northern Japan, flax was pressed for oil when fish was scarce during harsh winters, and monks folded the ground seed into rice porridge to keep meals filling without meat. A single tablespoon of ground flaxseed holds about 2.3 grams of ALA omega-3, according to USDA nutrient data, more than double the ALA in a comparable serving of salmon. Modern research from Ohio State University links this compound to reduced LDL cholesterol, lower blood pressure, improved gut bacteria diversity, and reduced markers of chronic inflammation. Use it ground, never whole, since whole seeds pass through the body undigested. Stir 1 tablespoon into oatmeal or a smoothie each morning. The monks who ate this never called it a superfood. They simply called it breakfast, and it worked without needing a name. Number 3. Walnuts. The single plant on this list with the highest concentrated dose of omega-3 by weight. Zen temples in the mountains of Nagano kept walnut trees on monastery grounds, and monks ate the nuts raw between long stretches of physical labor, valuing them as a dense source of fuel that required no cooking fire. A 1-ounce serving delivers about 2.5 grams of ALA omega-3, nearly triple what the same weight of salmon provides, a figure confirmed by nutrition researchers at Penn State University. Studies from that research group also link walnut consumption to improved memory recall, reduced arterial inflammation, better cholesterol ratios, and measurable gut microbiome shifts within weeks. Eat a small handful, about 7 whole walnuts, in the late morning, when focus tends to dip. The monks weren't chasing brain gains. They were simply eating what grew outside the temple door, and it happened to sharpen the mind anyway. Number 4. Hemp seeds. A food temple gardens grew for rope and cloth long before anyone ate it for nutrition. Buddhist temple grounds across Japan cultivated hemp for centuries for textile fiber, and only later did temple cooks realize the seed itself, roasted and cracked, made a dense addition to rice bowls during physically demanding seasons. 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds provide close to 2.6 grams of ALA omega-3, comparable to a full salmon fillet, according to nutrient analyses published by the USDA. The seed also carries a rare 3-to-1 ratio of omega-6 to omega-3, a balance nutrition researchers consider close to ideal for reducing inflammation. Benefits include improved skin barrier function, reduced joint stiffness, better protein intake since hemp is a complete protein, and support for heart rhythm health. Sprinkle 3 tablespoons over rice or vegetables at any meal, no cooking required. What monks grew for their robes ended up feeding their bodies too. Number 5. Perilla seeds, known in Japan as shiso, and almost unheard of outside temple kitchens until recently. In Buddhist communities in the Kansai region, perilla leaves and seeds were pressed into oil for cooking when animal fat was forbidden under monastic dietary rules. 1 tablespoon of perilla seed oil contains an extraordinary 9 grams of ALA omega-3, more than any other food on this entire list, a figure documented by researchers at Kyoto Prefectural University. That same research connects perilla oil intake to reduced allergic inflammation, improved lung function, better skin hydration, and lower markers of oxidative stress. Use 1 teaspoon drizzled cold over vegetables or rice at dinner, since heat destroys much of the delicate fat. Temple cooks never explained why perilla oil made monks feel clearer after meals. They just kept using it, meal after meal, for generations. Number 6. Edamame, the young soybean that Shojin Ryori cooks have prepared as a summer staple for centuries. In temple gardens throughout Japan, soybeans were harvested young and steamed whole, offering monks a source of protein and fat during the hottest months when heavier foods felt unwelcome. 1 cup of edamame provides roughly 0.28 grams of ALA omega-3 alongside 17 grams of complete plant protein, a combination researchers at Tufts University have linked to steadier blood sugar across the day. Regular intake supports lower cholesterol, improved bone density from its vitamin K content, better estrogen balance, and reduced post-meal fatigue. Steam a cup of pods for 6 minutes, salt lightly, and eat warm as a standalone dish. Monks ate this in silence between meditation sessions, never as a snack. It was simply what the season gave them. Number 7. Brussels sprouts, a vegetable rarely associated with Japan, yet one that fits perfectly into the omega-3 rich vegetable category temple cooks favored. Buddhist temple gardens across colder mountain regions grew dense, cruciferous vegetables that could survive frost, valued for staying available through winter when other crops failed. 1 cup of cooked Brussels sprouts contains about 0.1 grams of ALA omega-3, and researchers at Cornell University found the vegetable also delivers over 100% of daily vitamin C in a single serving, a rare pairing for a winter crop. Benefits include improved detoxification enzyme activity, reduced cellular inflammation, better fiber-driven digestion, and stronger immune response during cold months. Roast 1 cup at high heat for 20 minutes with a small amount of sesame oil. What monks ate to survive winter, modern science now recommends for the same reason. Number 8. Purslane, a wild green so common it was once considered a weed, yet prized in certain Buddhist temple gardens for its unusual fat content. In rural temple communities across Japan, purslane grew freely in garden edges and was gathered rather than cultivated, eaten raw or lightly cooked as a way to add substance to meals without meat. A 100-gram serving contains about 0.35 grams of ALA omega-3, one of the highest concentrations found in any leafy green, according to research published by Artemis Simopoulos, a researcher long associated with plant-based omega-3 studies. The green also supports lower blood pressure, improved vitamin A intake, reduced water retention, and better vascular function. Add a handful raw to a rice bowl or lightly steam for 2 minutes. What monks once picked from the garden edge is now studied for a fat profile few plants can match. Number 9. Mustard seeds, a small seed used in temple kitchens more for its oil than its flavor. Across Buddhist communities in Japan, mustard seed oil was pressed and used sparingly for cooking during periods when other oils were unavailable or considered too rich for a disciplined diet. 1 tablespoon of ground mustard seed contains close to 0.1 grams of ALA omega-3, And researchers at the National Institute of Nutrition have linked the seed's compounds to improved metabolic rate and reduced joint inflammation. Additional benefits include better circulation, reduce muscle soreness after physical labor, and antimicrobial support for digestion. Use 1 teaspoon of ground mustard seeds stirred into a marinade or dressing, never eaten alone due to its intensity. A seed monks treated as medicine is now studied as one. Number 10. Pumpkin seeds, harvested each autumn and dried for use through the leaner months of winter. Temple kitchens across rural Japan roasted pumpkin seeds after the autumn harvest, storing them as a dense source of fat and protein that could last without refrigeration through the coldest season. 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds provides about 0.12 grams of ALA omega-3 alongside significant magnesium and zinc, a combination researchers at the University of Massachusetts have tied to improved sleep quality and immune resilience. Benefits include better prostate and hormone health, reduced anxiety symptoms, improved muscle recovery, and steadier mineral intake through winter. Eat a small handful, about 1 ounce, roasted and unsalted as a mid-afternoon addition to rice or salad. Stored for winter by monks, this seed still carries them through the season today. Number 11. Kidney beans, a slow-cooked staple that anchored temple meals when nothing fresh was available. In mountain temples during long winters, dried beans like these were rehydrated and simmered for hours, forming the base of meals that had to sustain monks through physical work in the cold. 1 cup of cooked kidney beans contains roughly 0.1 grams of ALA omega-3 and 15 grams of fiber, a ratio researchers at the University of Toronto have linked to significantly reduced LDL cholesterol over sustained use. Additional benefits include steadier blood sugar, improved gut bacteria diversity, longer satiety between meals, and better iron intake. Soak beans overnight, then simmer for 90 minutes with kombu seaweed for added flavor and digestibility. What monks relied on to survive winter is now recommended for the exact same reason, just with different language. Number 12. Walnut oil, the pressed extract of a food already on this list, but concentrated into something far more potent. Temple cooks in Nagano press surplus walnuts into oil during harvest season, storing it in small clay containers for use across the following months when fresh nuts were gone. 1 tablespoon of walnut oil delivers close to 1.4 grams of ALA omega-3, and researchers at Loma Linda University have connected regular walnut oil use to improved arterial flexibility and reduced blood pressure. Other benefits include better absorption of fat-soluble vitamins, reduced joint inflammation, improved skin elasticity, and steadier mood regulation. Drizzle 1 teaspoon cold over finished rice or vegetables, since high heat breaks down its delicate structure. Monks press this oil out of necessity. Modern research now presses the case for doing it on purpose. Number 13. Flaxseed oil, the most concentrated form of a seed already proven twice over on this list. Buddhist temple communities in northern Japan pressed flax into oil for use in the harshest months, when fresh seeds were gone and monks needed a compact source of fat that traveled well between mountain temples. 1 tablespoon of flaxseed oil contains close to 7.3 grams of ALA omega-3, among the highest concentrations of any plant source, confirmed by researchers at the University of Guelph in Canada. That same research links flaxseed oil intake to reduced inflammatory markers, improved skin barrier function, better hormonal balance, and measurable reductions in resting blood pressure. Use 1 teaspoon drizzled cold over a finished dish, never heated. What monks carried across mountain passes in small clay jars is now sold in glass bottles for the same reason. Number 14. Canola oil. An unlikely addition, yet one modern Shojin Ryori kitchens have quietly adopted for its balance of fats. Contemporary Buddhist temple kitchens across Japan use canola oil for daily cooking because of its neutral flavor and its favorable fat profile compared to other refined oils available to modern cooks. 1 tablespoon of canola oil provides about 1.3 grams of ALA omega-3, and researchers at the University of Illinois have linked its fat ratio to improve cholesterol balance when it replaces more saturated cooking oils. Benefits include reduced LDL cholesterol, improved vitamin E absorption, better heat stability for daily cooking, and steadier long-term heart health outcomes. Use 1 to 2 tablespoons for stir-frying vegetables at moderate heat, not high heat, a modern oil adopted by an ancient kitchen for reasons that would have made sense to monks 8 centuries ago. Number 15. Spinach. A humble, leafy green temple cooks used almost daily, valued more for volume than for any single nutrient. Shojin Ryori kitchens across Japan serve spinach lightly blanched nearly every day, treating it as a base vegetable that could be paired with rice, tofu, or beans without competing for flavor. 1 cup of cooked spinach contains about 0.17 grams of ALA omega-3, and researchers at Rutgers University have documented its exceptionally high nitrate content, which supports healthy blood pressure and blood flow. Additional benefits include improved iron intake, reduced oxidative stress, better eye health from lutein content, and stronger bone density from vitamin K. Blanch a cup for 90 seconds, then serve with a small amount of sesame seeds. What monks ate simply because it grew easily is now understood as one of the most efficient vegetables available. Number 16. Winter squash. Harvested once a year and stored to carry temple kitchens through months without fresh produce. Buddhist temples across rural Japan grew squash specifically for its long storage life, keeping it in cool temple cellars through winter when almost nothing else remained fresh. 1 cup of cooked winter squash contains about 0.05 grams of ALA omega-3, and researchers at Michigan State University have linked its high beta-carotene content to improved immune function during cold months. Benefits include better vision support, improved gut health from its fiber content, steadier blood sugar response, and reduced inflammation markers. Roast 1 cup cubed at 400 degrees for 30 minutes with a small amount of walnut oil. A vegetable stored out of necessity is now recognized as one of the more complete foods a temple ever grew. Number 17. Tofu. The single food most associated with Buddhist cuisine, and one still underestimated for its fat content. Shojin Ryori kitchens have built entire meals around tofu for over 1,000 years, using it as the primary protein source in a diet that forbade meat, fish, and even certain pungent vegetables. 1/2 cup serving of firm tofu contains about 0.36 grams of ALA omega-3 alongside 10 grams of complete protein. A combination researchers at Harvard School of Public Health have linked to reduced cardiovascular risk over long-term use. Additional benefits include improved bone density from calcium content, better muscle maintenance, reduced menopausal symptoms, and steadier blood sugar. Pan-sear 1/2 cup cubed in a small amount of sesame oil until golden, and serve over rice. What monks built an entire cuisine around turns out to have been feeding more than their discipline. Number 18. Natto. The fermented soybean dish most newcomers find difficult and most temple-raised monks find essential. Buddhist temples in the Kanto region have served fermented soybeans as a daily breakfast food for centuries, valuing its long shelf life and its role in supporting digestion during periods of simple, repetitive meals. One serving of natto, about 100 grams, contains close to 0.7 grams of ALA omega-3, and researchers at Osaka University have connected its fermentation process to improved gut bacteria diversity and enhanced vitamin K2 production. Benefits include improved bone density, better blood clotting regulation, reduced arterial calcification, and stronger immune response. Eat 100 grams at breakfast, stirred until sticky, over a small bowl of rice. Monks ate this because tradition demanded it. Science now explains why tradition was right. Number 19. Microalgae. Not grown in any temple garden, yet the closest plant-based source to the exact omega-3s found in salmon itself. Modern Shojin Ryori practitioners have begun incorporating algae-based supplements to fill a gap that land plants cannot, since algae is the original source of the omega-3s that fish accumulate by eating it. A typical microalgae supplement provides between 200 and 600 milligrams of DHA and EPA, the same active compounds found in salmon, according to research published by the Global Organization for EPA and DHA omega-3s. Benefits include improved brain function, better eye health, reduced triglycerides, and cardiovascular support equivalent to fish-based sources. Take one algae oil capsule daily with a meal containing some fat for better absorption. Fish never made their own omega-3s, they ate algae. This plant simply closes the loop. Number 20. Chia sprouts. The final entry, and the one Okinawan households have quietly used the longest. In Okinawa, elderly households have long grown sprouted seeds on windowsills as a fast, low-effort source of greens during months when garden vegetables were scarce or expensive. A 1-cup serving of chia sprouts contains close to 1 gram of ALA omega-3 in a food that's mostly water and fiber, a ratio documented by researchers studying Okinawan dietary patterns through the Okinawa Centenarian Study. Benefits include improved hydration, better digestion, reduced caloric density for the same nutrient load, and steadier blood sugar response. Grow a tablespoon of chia seeds on a damp cloth for 5 days, then add a handful raw to any meal. Okinawan centenarians never called this superfood science. They called it Tuesday, and it worked for 100 years.